absolutely love Crowdcube for investing. Traditionally, you had angels, VCs, PE, but you never get that same sort of transparency and that same sort of collaborative approach that investors get to have through a crowdfunding site.
With Camden Sons, it's particularly nice that I go to different bars around London and I see the product on the shelf. And yeah, it's just really nice to know that I'm sort of supporting that and supporting the marketing behind it so that it's spreading to more bars, and hopefully I think it's already in Spain and France.
It's also fantastic that you can go onto the website and you can see exactly where they are with their level of raising and how many people have invested, and you can see who's invested, and it's this openness. It's also quite exciting. It's, when you see people getting close to the target. And the other thing I loved is the fact that so many people get more than what they're asking for, so they overreach the target, which is great.
Well, my thoughts on Crowdcube are that it facilitates me, the general public, to try and back these kinds of businesses. You get to play a part in somebody else's growth. If you're not quite as risk tolerant as perhaps the entrepreneurs themselves are, then it allows you to at least put some skin in the game and as I say, try to back these businesses.
This, it seems to me, fills a gap in the market. I mean, a lot of these businesses, I suspect, if they didn't have access to funds through something like Crowdcube, they probably wouldn't have access to any funds at all.
I think the forums are really important, and I think they're one of the key selling points of using the Crowdcube platform, because where else in the world can you sit there and have investors of all different experiences, from a very, inexperienced investor to an extremely experienced investor, all collaborating, debating, asking questions. So actually I find the forum is one of the most important resources. Often some of the investors really do put the entrepreneurs under pressure, which, is a good and bad thing, but actually it's a great way to see how an entrepreneur comes out of that, because that's basically the environment that they're going to be in every day of their lives once the business is going.
I haven't really invested much beforehand, and the other thing I do like about Crowdcube is the fact that you can invest small amounts, so you can have quite a diverse portfolio if you want, and then just, you don't have to invest huge amounts. Saying that, the 3 companies I have invested in, I've sort of invested enough that I can afford, but not enough that would be a complete disaster if I lost it, and I think that's my criteria actually.
Crowdcube gives this opportunity to sort of browse and see who all these different people are and what they're trying to achieve and what different sectors they're in and how much money they're trying to raise, which you just couldn't get just through people that you know.
Savers don't get much money in the banks anymore. The young entrepreneurs aren't getting the loans from the banks anymore. So for me, it was just putting the 2 things together, and it's very right for the times, because I really feel that young entrepreneurship now is a big part of the British economy actually. Older generation, I would say a lot, not getting anything in savings, so why not invest in the next generation that's coming up?